But the Super Bowl odds have to be better than this, right?
Oh,
Please
God.
save us with some Super Bowl odds, right?
Surely. You
Yeah.
want to pull these up here?
Yeah, pull up the Super Bowl odds.
Number one odds, plus 560 or 550 for the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs, obviously. They've won
Okay.
back-to-back Super Bowls. That's fine. Following them at plus 600, 49ers.
49ers.
Makes
okay.
sense. Made the Super Bowl. Very cool. And then we got the Ravens at plus 900. Okay.
Okay.
Division, right now, it just looks like it's those three teams that were the last four standing. Okay. Then the Detroit Lions at plus 1,200. Okay. Not so crazy so far. I think that's perfectly fine.
I think that's very safe, though. But, like, how often are the top four teams last season actually the top four teams in the next following year? Because, like, the Baltimore Ravens had a home game. They're the number one seed, and they look clueless at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And then how often has a Super Bowl team that has lost gotten back to a Super Bowl and won outside of Tom Brady? Oh, wait, it hasn't happened.
Yeah. No, I don't think the Niners are going to make it back here. Couple other teams to mention. This one you'll love as a big fan of this team. Buffalo Bills at plus 1,200.
Where? What rank?
Fifth
Fifth?
most likely team to make the Super Bowl according to DraftKings.
Why? Like, DraftKings needs...
Actually, has the same betting odds as the Detroit Lions.
What? I don't understand this. Like, the Buffalo Bills cut their entire defense, and then they lose Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs and part of their offensive line, and now they're tied with the Detroit Lions, who are in the conference championship last year, when the Bills haven't been to the conference championship in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Can't remember the exact amount off the top of my head, but, like, why? They're worse than they were last year.
I agree. DraftKings, figure it out.
Isn't there a team in Houston that's better than them?
Not before the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 1,300.
Okay, that's fine. That's safe.
Bengals are competitive. The Texans are plus 1,600 to win the Super Bowl.
That's a nice play there.
That is a nice play. I might make some money this year. Allegedly. And then we have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys at plus 1,700.
They're tied?
They're tied.
No way.
Both teams are exactly the same.
The Cowboys don't have an offense.
This is what it says. This is what Vegas is saying. Deuce Vaughn, very bullish for DraftKings, apparently.
Very bullish for DraftKings. I mean, like, for the Cowboys, it's just like the Philadelphia Eagles. Sure, you can put them there because, I don't know, they added Saquon Barkley, who outside of Christian McCaffrey might be the best running back in the NFL. But what is your case for the Cowboys being tied with the Eagles?
What's my case?
Yeah.
There is no case. The Cowboys haven't won multiple playoff games since VHS. They haven't made the conference title game since I was -3 years old.
Yeah.
So, like, why would you put I understand it's like America's team, and I understand that, you know, last year their defense was really good against the Patriots and Panthers and all the teams that were in the bottom 10 offensively in the NFL. Very impressive. But at the same time, they have better odds than the following teams. The Packers, who annihilated them last year. The Jets, all right, who knows how good they'll be. The Dolphins, Chargers, even the Bears. I don't know. I feel like that's a little ridiculous. I feel like Dallas should not be as high as they are. It's plus 1,700.
Yeah, I don't think they should be above the Dolphins. I don't think that's fair because the Dolphins did this thing called adding players in free agency.
Yep.
Which the Cowboys didn't do. Also,
how about the Packers? Packers did the same thing.
Yeah. And the Cowboys fans have also given up. Like, this is the most realistic I've ever seen Cowboys fans, where this is the first offseason where they're like, oh, we actually might suck next year. And they're all trying to find an excuse to move to Houston so they can be Texans fans.
Yeah. This is the wave of Texans greatness that we're about to witness. And then after that, I mean, it gets down to the Jaguars and Browns and Steelers and all the teams that probably won't even make the playoffs. If you really want to make some money.
Who was above the Bears?
Who was above the Bears? We had the Chargers, the Falcons, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Packers, and our beloved Cowboys.
Okay. So the Bears are, like, actually pretty realistic there, but, like, I don't know if the Chargers should be above them necessarily,
Which I'd.
but like this just feels like the laziest odds ever. They're like, every team that was in the playoffs last year, except for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, how about we just copy and paste it into the odds? Like this is such an easy way to make money here. Like this is very easy if you just take these odds.